Yo, what's going on, gang? Today we have a very odd video. Obviously, we got the full cam going in this video rather than like reading through a blog post, whatever, watching a video. Gang, I just want to come off the top of this one. Hacking in Warzone right now is absolutely the worst it's ever been, and it's only going to get worse. And with that being said, like, I can't sit here and say I'm going to be playing Warzone on the channel anytime soon. I mean, maybe some multiplayer ranked just because you can do console only, but regardless, we got World Series of Warzone right now. All right, this is like the biggest Warzone tournament of the year. This is the creme de la creme going on right now. We got qualifiers, open qualifiers, which means that you and your people can go and try to qualify for World Series of Warzone, as your boy did, what, 3-4 years ago. Anyways, with that being said, people are losing to constant hacks in their qualifying matches. Really good teams, like really like the best of the best. Like my boys, they're literally getting fried right now from cheaters, and the hackers like names are literally "you're not qualifying." And it's crazy to think that we have millions of dollars on the line in the World Series of Warzone tournament, millions of dollars. And with all of that being said, Activision's still not doing anything about it. It's actually crazy to me to think, if you looked at the top like 100 list who's making World Series of Warzone right now, other than like the known teams who are good, who probably just got better lobbies, they got lucky, they didn't get like lobbies full of hackers. The teams you've never heard of, I am willing to put a big amount of money that there are cheaters on these teams. I bet World Series of Warzone this year will be littered with hackers. And what we're going to notice if they're not detected early is that we're going to have all these teams qualify. They're going to host this LAN event, so everyone's going to travel to an event. You're going to have this hacker who's dog shit at Call of Duty travel to this location, and then he's going to be on the biggest stage in the world getting exposure just to sell completely. Like, it ruins the entire competitive aspect of what World Series of Warzone actually like stands for. I mean, Call of Duty, this is as big as it gets for us. This is way up here, and we're letting these little scumbags creep on into the top and cheat their way. It's like you can't cheat once you're at the event because you have to use their hardware, right? It's not like I can use my own computer and all my stuff, my controller, whatever. You have to use what they provide. So I don't understand what these hackers get out of this whole event when they realize they gotta cover airfare, they're gonna have to cover hotel expenses. There's a lot that's gonna have to go down to. But as of right now, I'm watching people who I know in my heart should be in there, easy money, easy qualifications. They've been there the last 6 years, and they're going to be there for the next 5, who are getting knocked out right now from hackers. And Activision has yet to say anything about it. There's been zero come from Activision about this problem right now, and it's almost embarrassing, like how bad it is. It makes you wonder like how you see other games. Obviously there's hacks in every game. I'm not going to sit here and say COD's the only game that has hacks in it. But you watch Apex Legends, you know, like they handle it pretty well. CSGO handles it really well. You watch Rainbow Six Siege. There are cheaters, but they handle it really, really well. One thing I noticed with the COD, like the Ricochet anti-cheat, I hope they obliterate Ricochet anti-cheat. Like at this point, it's frustrating to even read about because everything they like talk about or promise never comes true. It never happens. I don't know why they're wasting all this money with this company. Obviously, the team behind Ricochet needs to be the team that gets laid off so they can actually hire somebody who knows what they're doing, because this is a massive problem right now. Like they're like, oh, we got cheap manufacturers shut down. That's cool and all, but they're a dime a dozen. There's thousands of manufacturers out there. Anybody nowadays can hop on Claude or ChatGPT and get a framework to build a cheat for a video game at just typing out pseudocode. I mean, it doesn't take a brainiac to do that. So it's like, what's your angle getting these little companies banned over and over? And that's not the solution. You know, obviously, it's very apparent the hardest place to get hacks are on console. Not only that, it's extremely expensive. If you've ever watched a video about someone who has cheats on console, they talk about how it's $1,000, 500 bucks. It's expensive to get cheats on console, so why not just regulate console for Call of Duty? COD was always a console-based game, and if you wanted to mod it out and go crazy and do all this wacky stuff on COD, you went to a PC. It was like that forever. I get computers are now like the standard. It's now a standard of the gaming community, and now that's a massive market for Call of Duty to tap into. But you gotta look at these rank play modes seriously, because some people, like, this is their livelihood. This is what they do. And I know some people might see this and they think, what a joke. These people are talking about video games for a livelihood. Some of these boys have done really well for themselves. Like, really, 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 really well for themselves. And they want to continue to do that. Some of them have families, whatever it may be, and they want to be able to keep providing. I know for myself, I want to be able to keep doing what I do on here. I want to be able to keep, hopefully in the future, maybe compete again. I want to be able to have that same opportunity, and right now that's just not happening. And honestly, I'm just not willing to put up with all the hacking to even try to like get you some slapstick video where I'm like, oh, this game's great, this is awesome, because Activision or COD wants you to say it's awesome or great. And that's the reality of it. Is I'm not going to chill out like that. Like, the game is buns. COD right now is buns. The game itself was phenomenal, but what it's turned into with this hacking problem is buns. And them putting all their eggs into one basket with Ricochet was very, very, very stupid. Like, just flat out. It was very dumb. Ricochet is a disaster of a project. They need to cut their losses and move on to the next thing. Hopefully, going forward into the next couple seasons before the new game, we see something implemented in Call of Duty where it's level based. Okay, you must be first prestige to play rank play. If they did that, it would be a total game changer. That's an absolute grind for some people, especially the rats who cheat. I've never met someone who is actually good at the game who said, you know what, I want to hack. It's always the people who suck, the people who can't accept that other people are better than them. They always try to find a shortcut or a cheat to the top, and that's not acceptable. They need to make a level system in play. If you want an example, Rainbow Six Siege is a perfect example. If you've never played it, download it, load it up, and go to ranked. It's going to tell you need to be level 50. Just see how long it takes you to get there. It's going to take you a couple weeks. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. And then once you get there, you can play ranked. Well, if they do that with COD and your account gets banned because you're a dirtbag and you cheat, you finally get to ranking, you're still horrible at the game, you cheat, your account's banned. You're not about to grind another account all the way back up and then pay for more hacks. I mean, if you're doing that at that point, you have no life. Or like you're being paid by a company to do so. Like, it makes no sense. But gang, they got to clean up this game. They got to clean it up stat, because Black Ops 7 has the opportunity to be pan shitting, all right? Breathtaking, big energy game, all right? They need this. I think the gang needs this. I need this. We're going to see what happens. Look, if you're new to the channel, enjoying the content, man, hit that sub button, all right? Crush the like, and I'll catch you all tomorrow for another heater. Let's get it, gang.